Video I'll be showing you how to create a corridor template. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to the corridors tab and then click on create template. Then we'll go to file, new, and then template. I'm going to go ahead and change the name to this to mainline. Enter, and then we'll go to tools and click on options. We'll go ahead and keep this checked, but we'll change this to prefixes so it's easier to read. And then for our step options, you want to make sure that X is at 1, Y is at 0.1, and then our slope is 0. And then go ahead and press OK. Next thing we'll do is we'll right click, add new component, and then click on simple. Down here we'll name this median slope. And then we'll change the slope from negative to positive 2. And then we want our thickness to be 0 and our width to be 5. And when I'm placing this, I'm going to go ahead and right click and make sure we're mirrored, and then click on the origin. And then when it says merge right here, I'm going to click on the blank spot for all. And then we'll start the process again. Right click, add new component, simple. This one is our median shoulder. This one, our slope stays the same, but our thickness changes to 0.4, and our width changes from 5 to 10. And then we'll go ahead and click the corner right here. For this one, we want R2 to join with R1, and the same with L1 and L2. Then we'll fit view. This is what we have so far. And then we'll right click again, add new component, simple. This one is our lanes. This time we change our slope from positive 2 to negative 2. And then we change our thickness to 1 and our width to 24 to account for 2 lanes. And then you want to click the corner up here again. So this is what we have so far. And now I'm going to do this again one last time. Right click, new component, simple. This one is our outside shoulders. The slope goes from negative 2 to negative 5. Our thickness goes back to 0.4. And our width goes to 10. And we'll click this corner again right here. And this is what we should have so far. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to come to our origin point right here and click on 1. Now I'm going to change this name to CL, and then we're going to go down to the constraints, and we want to make sure that there's no constraints. Apply and exit. So this is our first part. And once we're done creating our main line, we could go ahead and change the names to some of the points. So this one, changing it to this, and make sure both constraints are off. We'll just go down the line. And you'll name the points on the left side the same, just with the L. The next thing we're going to create is the dike. So we'll go to File, New, Template. We'll change the name to dike. And then before we get started, we'll go to Tools and click on Dynamic Settings. And then we'll go ahead and right click, add new component. This time we'll click on Constrained. And we're going to go right here, make sure that we're clicking on the origin. Next, we want to click down on XY. And our first input will be 1 over 12, comma 1 over 12, enter. Make sure we right click and check off our mirror. Next point, we're going to click down and go to HS. This one is 1, comma 1 over 4, enter. Next one, we go down to DL. This one is 1 over 12, comma negative 1 over 12. The next one, we go back to XY. And this one is 1.33, comma 0, enter. And then our last one, we keep at XY, and then it's going to be 0, comma 0 to go back to our origin. And this is what we should have. And then we're going to right click and finish. Now that our dike is complete, we could go ahead and change some of the point names. Again, turning off the constraints. Now we're gonna go ahead and start working on our cut fill. So now I'm gonna go back over here to File, New Template. Okay, and then we'll get started. We'll right click at Add New Component. This time we're gonna click on End Condition. And then you want to make sure that we're clicking on the origin right here. And the first thing we're going to want to do is change the name. This one is cut for _1. We keep our priority 1. Go ahead and copy this to paste right here. And then we'll click this and go to HS. And then we'll enter 30, comma 1/4. Enter. And then right click to finish. This next one is our buffer. So I'm going to go ahead and right click, add new component, end condition. Click at the origin, name buffer. We're going to make sure that our place point at intercept is off. And then make sure that it's at HS. And we'll enter 1.67, comma 1/20. Enter. And then from here, we're just going to start our new one. And that's going to be fill for _1. Go ahead and copy that right here. Change our priority to 2. And then go ahead and enter 28.33, comma -1/4. Enter. And then I'll go ahead and right click and finish. Then we'll start again. Right click, new component, end condition. This one is cut 3_1. Our priority is 3. Then we're going to click at the origin. And then we'll go ahead and enter 30, comma 1/3. Enter. Right click, finish. Same thing again, right click, add new component, end condition. This one is cut 2/1. I'm going to make sure we have the name same right here. Click at the origin. And then this time our priority is 5. And then we're going to enter 30, comma 1 over 2. Enter. Then right click, finish. And then add new component and condition. This time we're clicking at our buffer. And then we'll change the name to fill3_1. Priority is 4. Copy that name to right there. And then our HS is 28.33, comma -1 over 3. Enter, right click, and finish. And then last one, right click, add new component and condition. This one is fill2_1. Our priority is 6. Copy that to here. We're clicking on our buffer. And our HS is 28.33, comma -1 over 2. Enter. And then right click and finish. And now that we're done with that, I'm going to go ahead and exit our dynamic settings. And then I'm going to go back to our main line. Go ahead, right click and set that active. And then I'm going to come over here and drag our dike, making sure I right click and click back on our mirror. And then we're going to go ahead and click it on the corner right here, just like that. And then we'll go to our cut and fill